Japan to declare recession after 71 straight months of growth.
Here's a summary of the article.
The Cabinet Office is set to announce that Japan has entered a recession, ending an economic expansion that lasted for 71 months but fell short of breaking the post-war record. The latest streak of economic growth began in December 2012, when the Abe administration was formed. In January 2019, Soimitsu Motegi, who was then economy minister, floated the idea that it is highly likely that the expansion would break the post-war record of 73 straight months through February 2008. Growth was hampered by the hike in the consumption tax rate to 10% in October last year. Economic indicators rebounded temporarily from their declines in October 2018. The overall assessment of the economy based on the Business Condition Diffusion Index has been downgraded for 10 straight months since August 2019, indicating that Japan is now in a recession. Members of the Cabinet Office's Working Group of Indexes of Business Conditions, headed by Hiroshi Yoshikawa, economist and president of Risho University, will determine the most recent business peak based on economic data.
This post received a score of 43,000, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Australia just had their first recession in almost 30 years.
The pandemic is pretty clearly going to cause a global recession, it seems. Even Sweden, which avoided a lockdown partly to help the economy, saw the same exact reduction in consumer spending as every other wealthy country.
Best advice for someone who's pretty liquid right now? Wait and buy in when things drop? Gold? Survival supplies?
Just wait. No one knows for sure what happens, but the markets are almost as high as they were pre-pandemic, so it wouldn't make sense to go all in now.
This is good but technically not great advice. The real answer for the OP's question is that it depends on your goals and circumstances. If you are liquid but will have a need for funds in 3 to 5 years, then buying stocks, real estate now is very risky. On the other hand, if you know you will have more money coming in over the next few years without a pressing need to spend it, it would be foolish not to at least start to average into the market by buying at regular intervals. That way you can benefit from a falling market by buying more, or simply benefit from a market that continues to rise.
While I would generally agree that trying to time the market is a fool's game, I think the risk exposure right now is quite a bit higher than the market is reflecting. Does that mean I've sold everything and am just holding cash? Well, not yet, but it is getting a little scary out there. If you have investment options other than the market, this might be a good time to explore them at least.
Can I ask what other investment options you mean? Not to be too ignorant, but isn't the majority of investment options tied into the market?
Gold, bonds, CDs.
All in on gold bond.
Okay, smart guy. He said CDs too. I have a whole stash of CDs. Mostly late 90s, early 2000s rock, rap, R&B. Some records and tapes too. Gotta diversify.
Are those bikini masks? They barely cover their nose and mouth.
Nope. They're the same shitty masks the Japanese government sent 2 of to each household in the country. I live in Japan and was pretty amused when they turned up in the mail. The Japanese public generally felt it was nonsense too and started calling them Abe masks.
Could be worse. You could have leadership that actively dissuaded people from wearing masks and a shortage of PPE for people in the essential labor force.
Even screwing up, Japan did better than some other countries. Life's weird like that.
Yeah. You have a right, if not an obligation, to expect your country to do better, but it's helpful to have a perspective that acknowledges how much worse things could be.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.